sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime. To kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. A run here with the rookie from Washington. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Off the play fake. Zappi. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
32-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play run after catch.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play action now. Zappy. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, we're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Zappy. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now a 2nd down throw for Zappy. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Looking middle, he's got Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Zappy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistake of who it is. And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Bailey Zappi sacked. A loss of 4 yards. And it's fourth down.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-3 is the score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that road.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side hauled in by McConkey. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him,
he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Multiple times and all throw. That is Chris Jones. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They go play action with Zappi. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Zappi. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Working from the pistol is Zappi. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Zappi. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, KC.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 7-yard line.
Now Zappi. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Second down, they need 7.
Set.
They'll go again with Hampton. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, L.A.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Another run here with Hampton.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
At the 35-yard
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set. Grenade. What is it?
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ray Harris, the intended receiver there. It's second down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Herbert to the air again. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And now it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Zappi. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now, Zappi. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Zappi from the gun on third down, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Herbert to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. That is a big play for L.A. An even 40 yards. Herbert now on first down. That one complete to McConkey. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. To throw, it's Herbert. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and
he's got his big tight end. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. That is second TD catch of the season.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! What is it?
Hampton trying to work inside. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second down and 9.
Hey, Catholic! Lion, lion, lion!
Throwing now is Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down.
It's now second and 6.
To throw is Zappi. That's complete to Royal. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's third down and a few inches. Back to throw, Zappi. Forced out wide. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Bailey Zappi sacked. A loss of 5 yards. 3 and out.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On play action, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And and it'll bring up second down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This is caught at the 2. To the goal line and in. Ray Harris. Touchdown Chargers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's below the tight end, open downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row, and another first down. Play action now. Zappi. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Second down. Zappi. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Zappi. A throw on the move is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up first and goal. Tackle made at the 9.
First and goal, Kansas
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved,
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, KC.
we were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Oh, the pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty. Try it for two. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Set. Ready.
A run. This is Hampton. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Pistol here for Herbert. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got a man! It's Harris! And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the third. Set to go now on first and 10.
Hey, OP. Set. Grenade. Grenade. Wide 80. Wide 80 hot. Ready.
On the ground, Hampton will start the fourth. And he will not be able to turn up field. They'll drop him behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Set.
On the ground, Hampton. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Ray. Set. Lion. Set.
Here's Hampton. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
Set.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he'll get this down to the 2-yard line. First and goal as they convert on third down.
That's another.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
Ready.
Hampton will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Chargers 35. Chiefs 12.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Happy now to throw on first down. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
At this point, they're just trying to make something positive happen here late in the fourth quarter. This secondary blanketed the entire field, and the ball ends up falling into the wrong arms.
380. Run.
They'll go with Hampton. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
At the 50-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Five nine. Set. 380. Run. What is it?
Give, and here comes Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. On the run to the right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 31 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Set. Go.
Now a toss left side for Hampton. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's second and 9. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Third and long.
Set. 380. Run. Set.
We'll try the right side now with Hampton. He's in! Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers add on to their already sizable lead.
Chiefs 12. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
A first down throw for Zappi. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. Now a second down throw for Zappi. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. 18, go.
Working out of the gun, Zappi. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Set. Grenade. What is it?
On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Five nine. Set. Grenade. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, OB.
Alert, push.
Set. Ready.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28. But the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground.
And the Chargers.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
On the toss, it's Hampton. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.